I wouldn't ask you to treat me kind. Wouldn't ask you to read my mind. But I might ask for you to stay. I wouldn't hope for your love. Wouldn't dare dream of heaven above. But I might ask for you to stay. All you could give me, some of your time, and all I'm asking is come and waste mine. I'll take less than I need. Get down on my knees and plead. It's always more than I deserve that I'd leave to if I had the nerve. But I'm just asking for you to stay. Oh, I'm just asking for you to stay. Eulogize me in a song I'll never hear. Lay my bones to rest with your fear. Nothing else can move these roots. Nothing but your withheld truth. No stones unturned, every letter burned. I read and reread every word, and I was misheard. So I'll get out of this shallow grave, wash my claim from your name. Oh, disguise me inside cryptid prose, caught between the lines that we chose. Nothing else can see I wouldn't ask you to treat me kind. Wouldn't ask you to read my mind. But I might ask for you to stay. I wouldn't hope for your love. Wouldn't dare dream of heaven above. But I'd ask for you to stay. All you could give me, some of your time, and all I'm asking is come and waste mine. I'll take less than I need. Get down on my knees and plead. It's always more than I deserve.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lotus Fire Show. My name is Pirates Mandarus. We are live today with, in theory, Syberia. Right now, you're seeing my desktop because that's how we had to make this work. Syberia is a apparently very unruly game to try and stream. Now, can I do this without shutting off my TwitTalk twatch? Can't do that. Oh my goodness. We got it. Alright. Sick. Okay, new game. So, after last stream's disaster trying to play this, Benoit Sokal, he's from Southern Cal? No, sorry, that's a bad joke. Also, there was a weird accent on Benoit that I don't... In France? Why is it called Syberia then? That was not a serious question, Ada. I'm surprised Ada hasn't made me play Dragon Quest Builders 2 yet. It's been 2 years. I love weird robot people. Wind up robot people. Do you not think that's weird? You see a hearse go by. That is a hearse, right? I bet she does think it's weird. Ooh, there's a lot of hazelnut in this one. Whoa, you're wind up, but you're able to close the door? That's kind of wacky. I don't know if I'm going to need the keyboard for this. I know nothing about this game except the name. And I think Ada said it was a point and click. Which is... it's a new style of game we've never played on stream, if I'm being honest. Can I talk to a real person, please? You have me walk into a manor with, like, only automatons, I'm leaving. Okay. Cool. No dialogue so far. What's in my coat? Ada's a big fan of these point-and-click games. Welcome to Valladolid, the world capital of mechanical toys. Immediately, I'm never going. Let yourself be transported by the magnificent landscapes surrounded Valladolid, a small charming town tucked away in the Alps, and by Vorarlberg Manufacturing, whose exceptional savoir-faire in the specialized world of luxury mechanical toys and automatons is at the root of Valladolid's reputation around the world. Okay, if someone is called Geppetto, I know exactly what's going on. For 800 years, the Vorarlberg family has passed its knowledge from generation to generation, perfecting the art of that particular branch of clockmaking that breathes life into the complex network of cogs and spindles that make up automatons. Screen of Wonders once defied belief and drew the admiration of young and old alike. People would come from across Europe for a chance to vie for the right to own one of these fantastic toys. Unequaled savoir-faire. At the heart of a mechanical automaton is a motor. A series of spindles are set in motion to music via a set of cogs. Attached to the spindles are cams that are shaped in the image of the music. In turn, they command a series of rods which control the gesture at the toy at their tips. I'm assuming cams does not mean cameras in this case. Oh my god, there's a lot of... How many pages for this? 3? Okay, cool. Automaton construction takes place in 3 stages: modeling, mechanics, and casing. The process requires the participation of 20 different specialized trades. In its heyday, the Vorarlberg factory employed over 100 craftsmen, mechanics, watchmakers, sculptors, tailors, and dressmakers, working in separate workshops. Vorarlberg automatons all have 2 distinguishing features in common: their high-precision mechanisms and the characteristics, Vorarlberg wind-up key. Devising and assembling each model is a meticulous process. Standard toys are constructed from local wood, while the most sophisticated ones use more precious resources such as ebony imported from Madagascar. No, ebony's fine, I guess. Despite competition from Asia, the Vorarlbergs never gave in to the temptation to produce electrical robots and choose to continue their exploration of the mysteries of perpetual mechanical motion. Pardon me. The Vorarlbergs have come a long way from their simple, jointed puppets of yesteryear. Today, their creations are so lifelike, one has the impression that they can think for themselves. You know what? That one opened the door for me, so I can follow that, yeah. First signs of puppet manufacture in Valladolid go back to the 13th century. 13th, yeah. While there were maybe no definite puppet industry at the time, Hermann Vorarlberg's renown was recognized even in the court of the emperor. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, dude, Switzerland? Cool. The artisan H. Vorarlberg and a servant representing his puppets to the empire. You know what I want to know? Is that a fictional piece of art? It was not until the 17th century that Charles Vorarlberg founded the Vorarlberg Mechanical Toy and Puppet Factory, and industrial activity in the valley really took off. The reputation of Valladolid and its famous toys then just kept growing and growing. Vorarlberg, with one of his creations, a large part of production was devoted to producing theatrical puppets at the time. Same Mr. History Museum. The turn of the 20th century was Valladolid's golden age, as expressed in the factory's impressive architecture and the main houses of the town. Vorarlberg's reputation crossed the oceans, dispatching its fine precision mechanism across the globe to delight a buyer who began to believe that Vorarlberg automatons had a life of their own. Rudolf Vorarlberg managed the business during the glory years of the Vorarlberg family. But this is Charles, okay. Private collection. Since the end of the Second World War, the destiny of the factory has been in the hands of Rudolf's daughter, Anna Vorarlberg, the last and sole descendant of the prestigious line of craftsmen. The inspiring figure negotiated the business through the end of the World War II. She breathed new life into production by creating works of art to appeal to experts and enthusiasts alike. Vorarlberg automatons became rare collector's items with highly innovative mechanisms of unequaled ingeniousness, even to this day. So, this is a point and click, but I don't know if we have any horror elements. I'm curious as to what we're going to see here. I'm ringing the bell. Wow! Perfect craftsmanship. Your thing doesn't work.
I need a key.
I have a key. We just picked it up, lady. Sick. Right click. Opens inventory. Why would you leave that for your guests? I'm assuming I can't click off. Okay.
Okay, I'm coming.
I meant to only ring it once, but your automaton didn't listen. I'm gonna go talk to this random guy now that I've rung the bell.
Hi there. Hey, hi there. What are you doing? Can I see?
No, too difficult. Momo's work very difficult.
Kate.
So, your name's Momo. I'm Kate.
Okay, we
Momo
have
do like
dialogue up.
Hans.
Gotcha.
He draw.
Hans?
Don't
Hans is a man.
disturb Momo. Momo work difficult.
Will you show me your drawing?
Alright, fair, dude. He doesn't want to show you!
No, not finished. Go away.
Why harassing... I was
I
gonna say, why are you
guess I'll let
harassing the local kid, but it's
continue
me. I'm
working.
harassing the local kid. Doesn't seem to be anything else I can interact with here, so we're gonna move on. Go talk to the dude we talked to. Hello, sir.
Hi there.
Hello there, ma'am.
I'm seeing
I would like a room. My company should have made a
I'm
reservation
seeing
in
the,
the name of Walker.
voice acting's
The
pretty
company
similar
is
to
Morrison and
Curse the
Normark
Eye of Isis.
Associates. The name is Kate Walker.
Of course, Miss
Kate Walker?
You are in room 6 on the next floor up.
Thank you. I would
Sick, dude.
like to see my room now.
As you like, miss.
Oh no, friend, your hand.
I really don't have the strength to take this suitcase any further. I wonder who can help me.
Y'all not have any bellhops?
Hi there.
Hello there, ma'am.
This looks like a very small hotel, actually. More like
Could
an
you
inn.
possibly take my luggage up, please?
Please do excuse me, Miss Walker. We have been neglecting our duties. Guests are so rare these days that we forget
I just
our
realized he had
manners.
a pretty big goatee.
So you're the American woman? Is it true what people say? That you've come
The
to buy a
American
factory?
woman.
Not factory. Anna's house. Hans' house.
Oh no, if
Excuse
our
me?
job, if we're gonna try and buy the
Would
factory,
you quiet down, you mischievous
we're
little
officially the
boy?
bad guy.
I imagine our little town must disappoint you. You see, today is very sad for us. It's a day of mourning. Today is the funeral of Miss Anna.
Oh, we did see the
Momo
procession
sad,
go by.
but Hans not dead. Hans long way away. Anna told Momo. Anna liked Momo very much.
That's enough, Momo. Stop pestering the lady. Now go on, scram. Get out of
Okay,
here.
Momo's
you
not
hear?
very well liked. Whoa, Momo, violence! Do it again.
What was I saying? Oh, yes, Miss Anna. Such a great loss for Valadilene, it really is. Because now that she's dead, the factory will close. But you're here to stop that happening.
Okay, maybe
aren't
we're
you?
not the bad
Our
guys.
future is in your hands, Miss Walker.
What? Anna Vorarlberg is dead?
Vorarlberg. I've been mispronouncing it. You know what we're not gonna do? Follow this guy up there. Why are you wearing an apron, my friend? Generally, it's for like craftsmen or cooks.
Here's your room. I hope you like it, Miss Walker.
Whoa.
I'll leave
We
you to
teleported.
rest for the time being. You must have a lot of work to do. You know, the takeover of the factory is very good news for us here.
Is it?
It would make us very happy to see life return to our valley. If only you had seen Valadilene before. It was delightful.
I'm gonna need more
People
explanations
came
as to
from
this,
all
but
over
like,
the world to buy Vorarlberg
wouldn't
automatons.
just having anybody take over
somebody has left you some
be a
mail,
better
I see.
thing than selling it to someone who's
Remember,
never seen the
if you
factory?
need anything at all, we're not far away, Miss Walker.
Especially if she's like... Not,
I don't need that
I
for
don't
the
know,
time
not
being.
local. Then why can I click on it, huh? Oh, she just... Okay. To me, from Edward Marson. Marson and Cormont? No, Lormont Associate. Law practice. We got... of course, they're from New York. Ancient telephone numbers. Dear Kate, our client, the Universal Toy Company, is more than eager to see conclusions from the talks with the Vorarlberg Manufacturing with view to a takeover in the days to come, and we have received notifications to this effect. We are counting on your undoubted qualities as a business lawyer to bring negotiations with Madame Anna Vorarlberg, the current owner, to a close. Allow me to remind you that Universal Toy Company is a multinational which has a monopoly on the toy market. It is a Class A priority. It has a monopoly on the toy market? No, don't sell to them. Oh my god, I hate it already. The bad, all bad. You should remind her of this fact in case she starts having last-minute second thoughts before signing the purchase agreement. Like, monopolies are just overall a bad thing for any kind of business and economy. Because then, if they have more than 50%, basic economics 101 here, but if they have more than 50% of the market cornered, they can choose the price and control all, like, supply and demand, which means that they can just scalp everybody. They could choose to like start selling everything at like $200 a piece, and sure, they won't make any money, but no one else will either because they control the entire market. That's a bit exaggerated because like their market holders will probably like drop out if you start being like bad like that. But like, you can choke so many things out like that. Awful, disgusting.
I should
That's
tell
why
Mason
it's
about the death
illegal
of Miss
in the
Vorarlberg.
States to own
But
over
this isn't going to
50%
get
of
too
like
complicated.
media companies.
I can't see myself staying here too long.
Because on top of that, with media companies, you have access to like all the information spread and technical propaganda.
I don't need that for the time being.
But I want it. Do I have like an ensuite bathroom?
No need to go down there.
I guess not. I forgot what she was saying. I wasn't listening to her. I was too busy talking about stuff. Okay, well, let's see what Momo made of a mess. Maybe we can pick up some of the scraps he tossed on the ground. I'm assuming I might be wrong. I love the little hand icon that tells you, "Hey, you're about to pick something up, buddy." What is it? A cog? Yeah, it's some kind of cog. Two cog. Oh, I need more cog. I need 5 cog. Automate on. Okay. Can I not back out of here? Oh, sorry. Button's over here. But then he still made a mess of everything, and I can't find the rest of the cogs. So he didn't have all of them to begin with. Or they didn't have all of them to begin with. Okay, let's talk to our dude here.
I'm back again.
Miss Walker?
The young boy who was here earlier talked about, Hans. Who is Hans?
Momo was talking about Hans Vorarlberg, Anna's younger brother. But he died a long time ago. Nobody here even met him.
Was he
Who is the boy who was drawing
an
here
automaton?
earlier? Is he your son?
Heaven forbid. No, not at all. He's not a bad boy. No.
Wow.
Momo is
No way, we
a
just
little
called him
simple,
dumb.
That's all.
What is his connection with Anna Vorarlberg?
Momo is what you'd call the village idiot, and Anna took him
Wow!
under her wing. He must have reminded her of her younger brother, no doubt. And birds of a feather stick together, don't they?
You're implying that Anna Vorarlberg was a little bit slow as well?
Heaven forbid. No, not at all. She was a real loner. She kept to herself. That's all.
I know he didn't just call a young kid the village idiot. That's
I just love all these little mechanical robots.
wow,
I've noticed
tone
there are
shift.
tons of them here in Valladolid.
Be careful what you say. Vorarlberg automatons are not robots. If you want people to like you here, never ever pronounce the word robot.
Okay. What is the difference between an
The
automaton
clockwork
and
engineering.
a robot, then?
Well, to tell you the truth, no one really knows.
What do you mean? Did you not read that newspaper article? It's obviously because of... Okay, whatever.
Did you know Anna Vorarlberg yourself?
Oh, why, of course I did. I mean, well, not really. She was a very great lady. We loved her very much. May she rest in peace.
Was she old?
I would
Did she die
like
of...
to see my room now.
No, we already did this!
Certainly, of course.
Kate, no!
I'll wait for the storm to end before I step outside.
She's being away.
You're gonna progress much further than I did.
Why?
I mean, I finished the second game, but I haven't finished the first game yet.
There's nothing else here, so I guess we go back to our room, because she doesn't want to go outside. Yeah, we did. We got... Well, like, I'm missing 2 cogs. So I'm gonna go find an automaton and just dismantle them. It's the only way. Our true mission here is to destroy all mechanical
no need
beings.
to go down there.
Don't tell me what to do, Kate. I'm in charge. I lied. That's how you know where you're not supposed to go. There's nothing else to do. She runs. Oh my goodness. So I guess there's something else in her room. There's a... She doesn't want to sleep.
No need to go down there.
Down there, she says. Down where? Okay, well. My bags are up. We can't go upstairs without our bags. Here, look. She doesn't want to open them.
I don't
She's a
need that
fool.
for the time being.
A fool, I say! Fine. Fine. Maybe we're not missing a piece. Though it would look like we are. Yes, Ada, that is my bag. Alright, hang on. Oh! Huh. We're still... Okay. Oh. Yeah, we read the facts. Please buy this thing in the next few days. Ah! I'm gonna say my game, actually. Here we go. Okay, what do I can't do that. Okay. Quaint. Call? Oh, they give us a phone number. Ew! Send. Ancient telephones. She has an international plan.
How can I help you?
Can you put me through to Mr. Marson, please? It's Kate Walker.
Hold the line, please.
I haven't seen we had a phone. Nah, it's a video game. Don't put me on hold. I love she little dance
Kate.
there.
So tell me, how's the case going?
Anna's
Just
dead.
got to Valladolid, and there's a slight problem, Mr. Marson, I'm afraid. Mrs. Vorarlberg is dead.
Ah, that's most unfortunate. But I seem to remember we made provisions for just such a sad eventuality, and we know that there was no heir.
Yes, that's right, but...
Is that where we just walk in and we
where's the
just
problem,
hostile
Kate?
takeover?
Contact the notary right away. I'll get my secretary to fax you his address and an introduction letter from the firm.
Very good, Mr. Marson.
Right?
No,
gotta go,
not
Kate.
good. He's a jerk.
Just a date, okay?
I just...
He said okay, not A. The subtitles are pretending he's Canadian? Excuse me? I am offended. What did I get? Anna... We didn't get nothing. Oh, mission. Okay, hang on. Contact
I'm
the
back
notary.
again.
Miss
I'm
Walker?
back again! Miss Walker.
A
Sorry.
fax didn't arrive for me, did it?
It did.
Maybe. I thought I heard the phone ring.
Do you think you might want to go and check?
Why are we
Certainly,
getting
ma'am.
fax in
Immediately.
2000?
Thank you very much.
Wait, he just got the fax? From here? Okay, we get another letter. She's in the States, okay. Maître Alfolter, Edward Marson. Dear Maître Alfolter. Alfolter? Yeah. As you are no doubt aware, our practice is charged with undertaking negotiations for the takeover of the Vorarlberg manufacturing by our client, the Universal Toy Company. I can hear myself twice. It is with great sadness that we learn of the recent death of the manager and owner of the factory, Madame Vorarlberg, with whom negotiations started. Literally just happened, okay. We are under no doubt that Madame Vorarlberg left you instructions before her death, enabling this sale to be concluded. We should remind you of the significant boost the arrival of the American multinational will bring to the economy of your region. It is for this reason that I am sure you will give our representatives, Miss Kate Walker, a warm welcome. Yours faithfully, Edward Marson. I'm very tempted to just call them Shinra
Thank
now.
you.
At your service.
That would be,
I'm gonna go
as
look
they
around
say,
Valladolid. See you later.
brain
you
rot
like,
from playing too
miss.
much Final Fantasy VII, if I'm being honest. As you like. The storm stopped. Let's go! Oh no, too many options. I don't know where to go. When in doubt, passenger side.
No need to go down there.
God dang it, Kate! Why am I even out here then? Oh, that was fast. Wait, there's a person.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please, please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
Classic
It would be a pleasure,
Benjamin.
But I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
I hope so, miss. I remember when these streets
Miss
were
Blank.
full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valadillen is not what it used to be.
It looks like
The
things
music
have
just had,
changed
like,
a
a
bit
weird
around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living,
What?
don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs.
You have
Being
one factory
excluded
running your
from the
entire town.
world is
Seems
not
like a
an
bad
easy
idea, but I
burden to
understand the
bear, believe
incapacity
you
to
me,
like
miss.
expand necessarily.
It's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer.
I guess everybody growing up
Good
and
day
you're being
to you.
used to the thing. Oh look, we're in the Alps, so we get like those over here. Yeehaw! Hello. Pretty. Ada said to go the other way, so I refuse. Lighthouse or no? This isn't. It's just a tower. Go faster, Kate. I'm begging you.
No point. It's locked. I'll come back when the funeral is over.
Oh, is it their church? That don't look like no church to me. Okay, I can tell her to run. Cool. There's another bench with no person on it. Can I speak to the birds? First house on the side, let's go.
No need
There's
to go
no need
down
to go
there.
down there, yeah. I feel like I'm gonna hear that a lot. Pâtisserie, boulangerie. It's a bakery.
Good morning. Are you open? Can I buy something from your bakery?
No, afraid not. Not possible. We're closed.
I can wait a while.
We don't take kindly to
Wait, but
strangers.
We're closed all day. Day of mourning.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. Please accept my condolences.
Don't worry about it. Because of Madame Vorarlberg's death, all the shops are closed. Mayor's decision. Try tomorrow.
Tomorrow I won't be here. That's a pity.
You're at a hotel, but you're not gonna stay more than 24 hours, or like, okay.
No need to go down there.
I can't go any further down that way, so. By the looks of my little icon thing.
That's
Whoa!
going to work. It looks like something's missing.
Yeah, what the heck am I missing? I'm missing something. I don't think it's gears. No.
If that's going to work,
Nice, I can interrupt her. So then... maybe we do need to go like a little further down that way. There's no transition section here. Ah, but the map moves. It all makes sense. No need to go down there.
no need to go down there.
Newspaper? More newspaper? Ferdinand Gazette. Mourning the loss of the Queen of our Hearts. Let us pay homage today to Anna Vorarlberg, who died peacefully yesterday at the age of 86. She was old. Okay. Great lady devoted her life to her business and our community. This formidable woman had an extraordinary energy, a force that allowed our automaton technology to develop and to make our valley continually proud. Her vitality was matched by her generosity and goodness, which has marked all of Valadilen's inhabitants. The mayor of our town has declared that today be a day of collective mourning in honor of Madame Vorarlberg. Her funeral will take place this morning at 10 a.m. in the parish church, officiated by the town's priest. Ecology. The protest group Mountain Peace demonstrated yesterday near the site of the new Espiat Dam. They claim the construction of the dam has damaged the blue warbler's natural habitat. Intervention on the part of the forest ranger was necessary to disperse the demonstrators. Stiff joints, chronic hangovers, need a springer step. Look no further. Dr. Schweitzer's miracle elixir, one remedy for 1,000 words. So, snake oil. Cool. Editorial. Anna Vorarlberg's death marks the end of an era in the Valladolid. Madame Vorarlberg was an outstanding woman who presided over Vorarlberg manufacturing for more than 50 years. Her death seems to bring... Oh, there's my... her death seems to bring further loss in its wake, sounding the death knell of our automaton... Okay. Of our automaton factory, the economic heart of our town. It is impossible to view her passing without concern for the future of our valley. In the last decade, computers, video games, and electronic robots have become predominant in our consumer society, rendering traditional clockwork mechanisms obsolete. Age of the wind-up toy is over. Such technology cannot compete in the modern economic climate and has fallen by the wayside. It would have been definitively consigned to oblivion if Vorarlberg manufacturing had not upheld its renowned savoir-faire, helping Valladolid to remain economically active. However, today the industry has lost its spiritual force and the future looks bleak. Maybe the time has come to celebrate the prospective American takeover of the factory, but what will be the cost to the soul of Valladolid? No good. Say it. Say it. I know you want to. Oh, hello?
This thing's jammed.
I need oil? It's not jammed. We need to give him something. Gotcha. So long, sucker.
No need to go down there.
Aha. No need to go down there. Say it.
No
Say it. Yeah! Sorry. Run, Kate, please. Alright, what's this other fancy house looking? It's a long street. Locked? Don't tell me she's gonna walk all the way down this. That's great. I love that. Sure. No dialogue too, eh? She just... Huh. This door won't open. I can't go any further. Okay. Interesting. So we're missing... What, a laissez-passer, if you will? Oh, there's an alley over here. I already know what she's gonna say to that. Well, normally this is a bit where I just, you know, spam items. I love that she slows down.
If that's going to work.
Yeah. Can I remove something from you, sir?
This thing's jammed.
It's not jammed, it just needs to do a thing. Okay.
If that's going...
Okay. I don't think we have the way to use items this way yet. So we're missing something. Did our dialogue options upgrade? No. So currently, unless he wants to actually have a dialogue. That's like the only thing I haven't checked yet. We could actually go to the door itself.
We're close.
Try tomorrow.
No need to.
Well, just said she wanted to explore. We've gone to explore a little bit, so I don't think we're gonna do much else. Curious that she wants to go to doors with weird things in front, but not actually like just open rando.
No need.
Yeah. One of these is the hotel, right? Hmm. Y'all need to oil your robots more. She doesn't want to go to sleep. We have to wait until the procession's over. Oh. Hello.
No need to.
Yeah.
No. No need.
Okay. I'm so glad we get to go here.
I don't need that for.
Agree to disagree, lady.
No need to go down.
Who are these people? Sounds like direct to voicemail. How dare you? Boss. What if I type in... Probably gonna just not answer. Yeah, I didn't think so. Also, we're outside of, Darn it! Why did you say darn it there? We're outside of, the States, so I don't think 911 is actually the emergency line. Could be wrong. I know it's not the same everywhere.
No need to go.
Oh, it's just a door again. Okay.
Hello
Can I have
again.
a talk with
If
him?
you have 5 minutes.
I am sorry.
He just wants to talk about the good old days. This is just the same thing. Where's the door with the other puzzle? Maybe we can find Momo somewhere.
No need to go.
Yeah, what's new?
that's going to work.
Weird. Okay.
No need to.
I obviously missed something.
We're closed.
No need.
I clicked off the screen. Okay. Just lost TikTok chat too. Hang on. I mean, it's the first time they expand, so it makes sense that people get lost. No! Why did it click off? Okay. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, classic graphical glitches. There we go. Okay, we gotta go see a lawyer.
No need to.
Where, dude? There's no cafe or anything. That feels like the right place to go. I think, like, okay. Can't go in there, we checked. Up where? Yeah, no, there's a thing with a weird entryway. This is locked.
Yeah, there is a way around it as to what to do. It took me forever to figure it out. Would you like a hint?
No.
Okay.
There's this building here that you can walk up to. So what's my ID supposed to be here? On my phone. Maybe the fax. Ah, okay. So we can access both things. Gotcha. Oh my gosh, it's Wilson Fisk. I'm gonna walk in there, he's gonna want to kill me. That was the notary, I guess. Can I click anything else before I talk to the main? Oh. I'm taking this umbrella.
I should talk to the no.
No! Ow. The point and click stuff really not pissing me off, but games like this I use the PC mouse a lot really hurt my fingers after a while. I guess the way that my hand sits at this particular angle.
Hello, sir.
Miss Walker, I presume. Have you had a good journey?
Everything
Oh my
went
God, he
very
sounds like him too.
smoothly. Thank you.
Do take a seat, Miss Walker, please.
My name is Wilson Fisk, and I will not sell this toy factory to you so long as the
imagine you
Daredevil
are aware of
walks
the
the
business
streets
practices.
of Hell's Kitchen.
Of course, I was waiting for you.
Sorry.
I am the legal representative for the Universal Toy Company. I'm responsible for.
So I understood, Miss Walker.
Miss Walker will
Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Vorarlberg factory is not as straightforward as it first seemed.
Whoa there. Everything was agreed. We'd obtained.
Nah, it's just
Anna
'cause my
Vorarlberg's
hand is, like,
consent,
angled like
and her
this, so
death
my
does
metacarpal, I
absolutely
guess,
nothing to invalidate that.
doesn't like.
Now I have to be back in New York the day after tomorrow, Metro Alphoter. My client and I are impatient to seal this deal.
I understand only too well, Miss Walker.
If only we had the money to do so.
There is an heir, Miss Walker.
Her
Excuse
will
me?
told them about Hans.
An heir? But Madame Vorarlberg never married, as far as I know. And in my last conversation with her, she absolutely never mentioned this detail.
She said the dirty Americans will not obtain my factory.
Anna Vorarlberg sent me a letter 2 days before she died. Understand, Miss Walker, that had I known about this earlier, I would have informed you. I shall read you the document in my possession.
He really likes this designer.
I am so very old. It seems that today life is slipping away from me more quickly than I imagined, and I fear that I will not be of this world to sign the takeover contract for my dear factory. So, I must make this confession to you now. My brother Hans is still alive. It would not surprise me if you find this difficult to believe, but it is indeed the truth. You must remember his death, his funeral too, even though you were very young at the time. It was but a sordid charade.
Everybody here knows
dreamt up
themselves
by
because it's a
our
small town.
father. To him, the very idea that his
They actually
only
described it
son
as a village.
should leave Valadilen and abandon the family business was unbearable. When Hans left, he preferred to think him dead and make everybody else believe this too. He obliged me to bear this terrible secret as well. I repeat that Hans is still alive. So when I die,
Boom!
it is
Nice timing.
he who becomes the sole and rightful heir of our factory.
Okay,
Wow.
I see. If Hans Vorarlberg is not dead after all, then I just have to sign the contracts with him. I suppose you've already contacted him? Where can I reach him?
I don't think Hans wants to sell.
Informs us that Hans Vorarlberg is somewhere in Syberia.
Siberia with an eye!
I will leave the
Sorry.
document in your hands to read at your leisure.
They did not yet say the thing. She read this already. Oh, but we didn't see this. Okay. I have never had the chance to see my dear brother again. Fortunately, though, Hans and I have remained very close in thought. Throughout the years, I have been able to follow his meandering life, as he sporadically sent me news. On occasions, he would write me letters, but they were rare, as my brother, since his unfortunate accident, has maintained a phobia for the written word. What? What accident, dog? Okay. However, he has sent me several plans of automatons that I eagerly had made up at the factory, and I will admit that they have largely contributed to the success of Vorarlberg creations. Hans has always been Hans has always had a marvelous gift of breathing life into objects, through clever combinations of cogwheels and springs. My little brother is a genius in the true sense of the word. Let us return to the matter at hand. I rest assured of my personal conviction that my brother will not object in the slightest to the sale of the factory. If I have already passed away when you come to read this letter, it is to him that the matter should be addressed. I received this letter 6 months ago, posted from the north of Syberia. I regret to say that I have received no more recent news. I am aware of the difficult situation in which my confession and lack of further details leave you, but I wish to die with a clear conscience. I would be grateful, dear Maître Alfolte, if you could inform the American law firm with whom I have been dealing of these developments. I have grown so old, so tired. With all my respects and final greetings. Anna Vorarlberg
had no further information to add?
Unfortunately not, Miss Walker. I have told you as much as I know. The situation, in legal terms, is now clear. If you want to conclude this sale, you have to find Hans Vorarlberg. Apparently, there is a body lying in the town cemetery. There also seems to be some ghost wandering around Syberia.
Excuse me?
It seems you have your work cut out for you.
Y'all didn't want to like DNA test the body or something?
Walker, when I say
after
that
this?
I am most sorry for this
I don't think you guys have like a big forensic experts on but like
Great. What now then?
Perhaps
Steve,
you'll find
Cope,
out more in
Mauld.
the Vorarlberg factory archives. You will find the key in the waiting room. My role in this affair finishes here with the reading of this letter.
He's like, the vibes are off about this case. Do not let me touch it. Take the key. Leave my office. I don't want to see you again.
And my doctor forbids me from working for too long.
Okay,
will
sorry.
not detain you for any longer, Miss Walker.
Also, the longer this American woman stands in my office, the higher my blood pressure
Goodbye,
gets.
sir.
Mood. You got a lot of space in there, eh? There's no need to go there.
No need.
I mean, it's nothing's really happened yet, so. Weep womp. Approval. Okay, if I want to get anything notarized, we can click that button. Can I notarize my cell phone? Okay, no. We're fine. We're probably gonna have to come back here. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Lawyer Man. So it's currently 2 p.m. Is the funeral over, you think? You said that 5 minutes ago. Is that a key or a T-bar? What is this? Telescopic key. Okay. Telescopic key. So that leads to the factory. No. Run faster, Kate. No, who's answering me? The minutes are expensive.
Hello?
Kate?
Dan, I'm so pleased to hear your voice.
How are you, honey? Did you have a good journey? Have you settled
Boyfriend. Okay, gotcha.
It was long, tiring, damp especially, but I'm okay. Especially
You
when
on a boat?
Everything going as planned?
Yeah, I mean, well, not really. It's not exactly what I thought it would be. You know, everything's so different here.
Actually, while we're on the subject, I managed to free myself up tomorrow.
She has no basis for that
I'll meet you
statement.
at the airport. I hope the flight from Paris won't be
Except for
delayed.
the Tom-Tom.
We're expected at the Goldbergs about 8 o'clock. I hope you have the time to take a shower and change, my poor honey bun.
Dan, I don't think the Goldbergs tomorrow night is really on.
Don't worry, Kate. You'll be as perfect as ever. Anyway, you never have to wear much to look really great.
Dan,
Kiss up.
Dan,
We'd
I'm
love to see
going
it.
to have to extend my stay here. There's 1 or 2 complications. You understand?
Kate, honey, what are you talking about? It's only a measly toy factory.
The sale isn't going through as expected. I've got to stay a bit longer.
Of course he minds, but whatever.
You don't mind, do you?
But Kate,
It's not like it's in
Kate,
your control.
You can't do this to me. I mean, it's the Goldberg contract. There's millions of dollars on the line here.
They work
No,
together?
I'm sorry.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
You go ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll get back as soon as I can. I promise. Okay, I've got to go. I'll call you back soon.
This is where we know if
Love
Dan's
you,
a good guy or not. Is he going to answer her? He didn't. But I think she might have hung up first. So we're going to have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Water? I don't got water. Oh. I had a single water. Ew, they put something in his brain. Ooh. Uh-huh. Well, when in doubt, follow the passenger side rule. Why didn't I get the full notification? How odd. Huh. I didn't see who claimed water. Was it you, Ada? Okay, cool. Want to make sure I'm not missing someone sneaking in chat.
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
Break a window. It's the only way. That like weird thrum of music is always funny to me. Just catches you off by surprise a little bit. Bum! Alright, what do we got here? We got a library ladder style thing.
I need a key.
Of course we do.
door's locked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A maze, though? Thought this was a factory, not a castle. Hello.
Good morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
Am I gonna get attacked by a werewolf like in Castlevania 64? Might not be the same Castlevania game.
Oh, please don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton broke down, there are weeds everywhere. You can't imagine how much work it takes me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. We're not used to doing without our robot help here in Veladimir.
We were told not to use the word robot 2 minutes ago.
We're going to have to get used to it.
I thought we were told not to say robot. Is the world building already falling apart? Whoa. Buddy, that's not the robot's fault. I think this person's an assassin that might have killed Anna. It's the only explanation. They don't know the local customs. Robot bad. Oh, what is this? We got the key. Sick, dude. Love this freaky deaky looking fountain here. This could have been a Resident Evil map if it was nighttime. It's
Nope.
locked. She doesn't need to go in there, so at least there's that. Don't say the word robot. Local gardener says robot. Ah! If you want people to like you, don't say it. So that was a lie. Anyway. Can you use the back door? No.
The door.
Yeah, well, I've got a key. Love that every key is like a wind-up key here. Y'all need to, like, invest in rusties. Please.
The door's.
Yeah, but I've got the key. Why don't you? Okay. So that's not where the key's meant to be used? Or is the key meant to be used manually? Which I thought I did. Right? No, no, no. No, no. We're not going all the way up there again. Don't waste my time. We got a key in the fountain, so we should probably go everybody else somewhere else. Fair enough. This is like a train station. Why is the train station next to... Okay. Whatever you say. I know most train stations have like the same design philosophy, but man, if theirs don't look exactly like the first stage in Bayonetta. Second stage? Not anymore, because we walked past that first area, but... No, 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 no. Shush. Oh, man, no way. Okay, sorry. I opened my phone and it says, you got news. Incredible. Unfortunate, but incredible. To be expected, I suppose. Multiverses is shutting down in May. After a year of, like... less than a year. Maybe a bit more than a year? They had early access. They released... less than a year ago, I think, actually. So, yeah. Am I surprised? Not at all. You know why? It's a live service game, and the numbers were not doing number things. So RIP to that. Warner Brothers has consistently made flops for video games recently. I have almost no sadness for that, unfortunately. I played with Multiverses during early access, and like I saw the battle pass, and the battle pass was really annoying. So I'm not surprised at all that people like dropped off after like a week. Like honestly, they should have tried to make it a game that you can play on your own, which they did, I guess, because it had the it had that story mode, but the story mode required you to like buy specific skins or specific characters to progress, and they were timed events, I believe. So obviously, it seems to be it is stupid, but it's the like most classic way to make games like that these days, and it sucks a lot because it just kills the like. So many things wrong with that like financial concept. I think Marvel Rivals is doing it in a way that's a little better, in the form of like at least you can go back and finish events, so they're not like. I just clicked off the dang thing again. You're not like missing out on stuff if you play like if you stop playing for like a month. But most games don't do it that way. Why'd you click off again, game? So if I click on, I click off again. Gotcha. I understand. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna lose my crap. And it keeps visually glitching too. See that? Because you didn't have to do it with the resolution stuff and the visual settings that I did. Okay, but like I just needed to like reload its graphics and we're fine, so it's not that bad. It's not like overlapped forever. I'm not seeing anything I can actually interact with here. Why am I here again? There we go, letter. Okay. March 2002. Dear Hans, I know how much you dislike the written word, but I do not have the time to forge you a voice cylinder. I imagine that someone in your entourage will be kind enough to read these few lines to you. I received your latest set of plans. Your project is extraordinary, your all-time masterpiece, perhaps. Time seems to have had no effects on your genius, quite the contrary. I am proud of you, my dear little brother. Sometimes I find it hard to believe that a century has gone by since the last time I saw you. It only seems like yesterday that you rushed away from Valladolid. We undertook production immediately, following your instructions to the letter. Locomotive was ready within a week. If only you could see it, but you will see it. That much I have promised you. It is magnificent. It seems impatient to set out on its maiden voyage. There is only Oscar left to build. I hope I will finish him soon, but as you can imagine, his mechanism is complex and takes a great deal of time and handiwork. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand you wish me to bring you that cursed prehistoric doll, the very thought of which I wonder if it is still in the cave, and if it is, what state it is in. But what does 60 years matter, after all, to an object already several thousand years old? Now we're playing with things older than mankind, and I'm spooked. After all, to an I'm going to find it, Hans, I promise you. I have a bit of a nasty flu at the moment, which is running me down a little. I should be better in a few days, though. The sale of the factory is taking shape. The lawyer from New York should be visiting, and we will be able to sign the contracts. Then I shall... And I have to assume she died. That's a pretty train, though. I'm not gonna lie. Association of Bailiffs. Bailiffs, oh dear. Madam, you will have received several warnings from my office concerning penalty charges incurred on unpaid invoices from company La Colombe. The total debt for which you are responsible currently stands at 47,782 francs and 46 franc cents. I don't know what a franc is in like cent units. I strongly advise you to acquit yourself of this debt by sending the necessary funds to our payment center. In the absence of such a response on your part, I will be obliged to undertake legal proceedings against you to recover the outstanding funds. Yours faithfully, Blanchard Bailiff. Great! Love that we will be sitting on 47,000 francs worth of debt if we buy this. Madame Vorarlberg, Rue Grande Valladolid, Montero. Madam, despite numerous follow-up letters, we notice you still owe the sum of 80,210 francs corresponding to invoices dated January, February, March 1998, including increments for a late payment. We are asking you to resolve the situation by return of post. In case of non-payment, we will be obliged to suspend all supplies and refer to the matter to the relevant legal authorities. We trust you we shall hear from you soon. Monsieur Martineau, head of accountancy. Geneva from Switzerland. Wow, okay. Dear Anna, I find myself under the obligation to undertake certain procedures against your company, a situation I find particularly painful given the special relationship our bank has enjoyed with the company over the years. You yourself admit that for some time, Vorarlberg Manufacturing has become a financial liability, and due to shareholder and partnership pressure, I'm no longer able to underwrite the debts with the bank. I'm sorry to say that we are obliged to comply with the economic imperatives of the era. It is for this reason that I beg you to accept the American investor's proposal. Such a takeover comes at a fortuitous moment, as it is the only way to swell your accounts and settle your debts. It will also enable Vorarlberg Manufacturing to stay afloat, streamline production, and modernize production techniques. You will thus be able to keep the Vorarlberg name alive, one that in its day was a guarantee of quality and savoir-faire. Please believe me, Anna, when I say that I offer this advice not just as a banker, also as an old friend who desires nothing but good for you. I know that such a decision cannot be taken easily. You can truly hold your head up high, my dear Anna, and be proud of your achievements throughout the years. My deepest apologies for bearing such unpleasant news, and I remain at your entire disposal should you need me. Yours in dear friendship, Gustave Passery, who owns the bank.
Oh my gosh. Invoices, invoices, more invoices. I never knew the factory was in such a bad way financially. These last 2 years must have been very hard for Anna Vorarlberg.
I guess that's her checkbook on the left, eh? I love that we get to stab bills. Like, that's just the concept of, like, these things, right? You just put your bills on it. So we know she was in financial debt up the wazoo. I don't know what that means for us, though. We got the letter from Hans. That's really all I care about, right? Alright, let's explore the rest of this place. Where the hell am I? Okay, what's over here? Whoa, a ladder? But we're probably not going to use that. Vorarlberg. Yeah, I need the key, I bet. Nope. Looks like a
Doesn't
disc
look
or
like
something.
that works.
Bet. Why is only one of them lighting up? Track 3. What does it mean? Either way, we're missing an item, so nothing here, but sure. I don't know. Run, Kate. Utilize expediency. Where's my sprint button? Why can't I use the X sphere that makes you go faster? I will gladly use someone's life to make you... No, I'm kidding. Cupid? There you go. My phone?
Yes, hello?
Kate, what happened to you, my poor
It's
monkey?
my mom!
I've been trying to contact you for hours.
I'm in Europe.
I'm in
on
Europe.
top thing.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
Europe? My God. Oh,
No way she never told her mom she was going to Europe.
Some of them even involve your father, but that's enough of that. Tell me,
Some of them even involve your father.
London?
Mom.
Venice?
Valladolid.
Mother.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit out in the boonies.
What in the world are you doing out there?
It's a job
You
thing,
know,
she said.
Business. I've got to see through the takeover of some old family business that's got a few debts. It's a really charming place, but there's one
we
or
learned
two
about the
weird
debts just
things
now,
going on
that's
here.
something.
I can't go into it now.
Dead
Oh,
people,
well,
not being dead.
that's right. Your old mother's too dumb to understand it. You really do take after your father sometimes.
Mother.
Are you saying your dad was a
You'll
jerk?
never guess who I saw yesterday.
Ma, I haven't got a lot of time, you know.
My minutes, mother!
Ma, please.
Frank with a C.
I've got
And
to
a K.
go.
Frank Malkovich, the Russian opera singer.
Ma'am, with 3 A's and an M? Okay.
Quite a star in his day.
Listen, Ma, I really don't have the time. I'll call you back.
I think Mom's getting
He is
senile.
as charming as he always was. We spent the...
Mom, I really have to go. I'll call you back.
Kate,
after
hang up.
class.
I'm begging you.
Love.
Kate?
Mom! At least Kate's polite about it. This is a forklift. Kate, you're not even forklift certified. It's an automatic forklift. Okay, we are meant to put something on this assumedly conveyor, but where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you You picked up a fat load of nothing. What are you doing? Okay. Glad we went through that, I guess. No, Kate, don't do it. This makes me leave the village. You walk. Okay. Oh my goodness, it looks like a butcher shop in here. Why are we torturing automatons? Can I get this man some legs? Sir?
Oh, many thanks indeed. I am most embarrassed for you to see me like this. I lack a certain completion. You see, nobody here found the time to polish off the finishing touches.
Nobody's here at all.
These days, we really have lost the art of good
She died?
workmanship.
What? This
Yeah.
2 days ago?
Maybe.
With
And
whom
nobody's
do I
in the
have the
factory
honor
trying to
of
get money?
speaking? Could you please state your identity, articulating clearly?
My name is Kate. Kate Walker.
Of course her
Allow
last
me
name's
to introduce
Walker.
myself. I am model XZ2000. My common name is Oscar. I represent the technological zenith of this factory's
wait,
production.
he was mentioned
I
by...
have been designed to drive a locomotive. A touch messy, but an
There it is.
essential task.
He's the guy who's meant to drive the...
Can I be of use to...
Why, you certainly can. I absolutely must have my feet. My hands are model XZ2003. My feet are model XZ2005_B. Be careful. The model
What year is this?
XZ2005_A has evidenced some rather embarrassing performance failures.
That's not how you spell embarrassing.
Bugs?
Automatons do not have bugs, Kate Walker. They simply display functional idiosyncrasies.
I'm
Those are
sorry,
bugs.
I didn't know. What do I have to do to get you a pair of feet?
Use the assembly line to construct them. You will need a production punch card, on which is recorded my body design data. Here is my own punch card.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Thank you, Kate Walker.
Use the assembly line, use the punch card. The punch card's on the top. Okay, cool. That was what we needed for the thing on top. Good stuff.
Do you know where I could find the factory paperwork?
I cannot reply to this question with precision.
As
Okay,
bizarre
office.
as it may seem.
I very much...
Why do you say...
What good am I without it?
No appendages.
Does the
Okay,
name
hands. What you
Hans
got?
Vorarlberg mean something to you?
Of course. He created me.
Have you any idea
Get to
where he...
meet him.
No,
Sick.
Kate Walker. But I am sure
Screen
I
screen
would...
metaphysical. Okay.
You said you were
Train?
a train...
But Kate Walker,
Train.
you have not...
And where...
Yes.
The train is going far away.
Train is
Are you
going
taking
far
any
away.
pass-
Thanks. Go.
My duty is to drive the train. Above all, to avoid delays. An engineer prides himself on punctuality.
You haven't
Train
answered my...
without
For
passenger.
further details...
For further details,
you
please.
know-
Okay,
no,
Momo.
Kate.
You are
Okay,
very...
Automaton, if you please.
I'm sorry.
Automatons have an additional soul auxiliary, you understand?
That's an interesting statement.
I think so.
So he knows the
Has
difference.
it been a long
72 hours, 32 minutes, and 20 seconds
days.
to be precise. This regret...
Anna Vorarlberg.
What do you mean by the notion of...
Broken.
Oh, that really is most bothersome.
I have to explain to him what death was? Wham.
Oscar,
That's
I
fine.
am delighted.
We'll do that. Okay, we have to go to the top, fix him. So now we know he's meant to drive the train. The train is going far away. I'm betting the train's going to go to Syberia. Because she promised Hans he would see his creation. Then what? Ada, you going to be okay to get the child in 5 minutes? Okay. You're awake? Okay. Fair enough. Automaton. Okay. Please. There we go.
Doesn't look like that.
I have no idea what any of this means.
Doesn't look like that works.
Why is it flashy lace? It's all seemed like they're wood.
Doesn't look like that works.
Clearly.
Doesn't look like...
No. Did she not grab the... I guess she didn't. Yeah, she didn't write... We didn't take the notes to, Hans. Oh, yeah? It's, interesting. I have a feeling might not be a real person, but we will see. We got his punch card, everything's up, but the punch card actually didn't do much. It's not changing anything. I think I need to go talk to Oscar still. Oh, hello. No, we already did this. Let's double check here. 1, 3, and 4. You only finished 2? You know what you should do? Play in Stars and Time instead. It said, you know what you should do? Play in Stars and Time instead. I love that game so much! I can't wait to play it again. Because I get trophies this time. Okay, Assembly Line 3 has an issue, right? That's what I'm understanding here. She doesn't want to go any further. Okay, so maybe not this way. We don't see any numbers indicating which assembly line is which. Why do you have so many automatons running this factory about automatons? And then the finances are bad? Who's working here? Nobody. Who are you paying then? Then nothing's local. That's like the worst nightmare of like everybody who needs a job.
Doesn't look like that.
No kidding. Yeah, you get to pick one game next year, not 3. It's gonna do. It's a hamster. Okay. It stuck the little robot penis in there. I don't know what else happened. I heard Ada snickering, and I'm like, yes. Okay, so we must have turned the windmill on, which is probably the source of like the power here. Now what? I still got a key I can't do crap with. Nothing's moving. Oscar's being weird. Now we know about soul auxiliaries. Ada, you need to go, don't you? Okay. Let's go up the stairs. Soul auxiliary. Speaking of Mirrodin. Sounds like Mirrodin. Why do I keep looking at the time? Dang, dude. In reality, I'm looking at whether or not weird stuff's happening in the Discord server. Okay, okay, something's moving.
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like. Doesn't look. Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works.
Well, nothing was moving earlier. That's. I just don't know how. What this corresponds to, or what this corresponds to. This lights up when you do that. Anything else light up? Nah. Just a 3. It's always 3. So we're missing more bits. There's like 5 different puzzles. I guess we come here at the end of it. Let's see. Nuts! Fix glitch. Okay. Still nothing to interact with. We already brought him down, so that's that.
Hi.
In the situation I am in,
Oscar, I'm experiencing some problems with the...
to my knowledge, the
Okay, I get...
Most certainly, yes.
Oscar,
Nothing new to tell me. Sick dog. Sounds like I just need to puzzle it out. Okay, what's down here? Beep, beep, bum, bam, bum, bam, ba-dum, ba-bum. Alright, we'll double check in here. I hear the home of machinery. It says 6 o'clock. But why would he know that the machine's working or not? It's been 3 days, shouldn't have been that bad. I have to assume that's the type of wood I want. Alright.
Doesn't look like that works.
What's that meant to control?
Doesn't look like that works.
Already lost patience with this. Genealogy, no. Oh. I guess it'd be fixing Oscar. We need ebony. Did they randomly generate what? It says we need ebony, right, from the pamphlet, so... Ah. Would have to be that.
Doesn't look like that works.
Why? What's next? What do these do? We've got the right wood. friggin' pop out a friggin'. I can't even get the feet you get here. No. See, but the thing is, it won't even like spawn it. So do I?
Doesn't look like that works.
Says he wants 5, I think, right?
Doesn't look like that works.
Thank you. Someone considers trying to match us. None of this looks like the proper wood. It says ebony, but this doesn't look like ebony.
Doesn't look like that works.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cemetery takes some stuff. No, dude, none of this is making sense. Okay, head to the cemetery. One has to assume we're completely off basis, so based off this Neoseeker guide. Either that or they're just trying to get you to do all the treasure, I don't think we're off guy. Like, we should be... Okay. Shouldn't be that off. We have access to what we need for the puzzle, I think. There's just the one thing that's flashing and that I don't understand what it is. Okay, where are we? And then, yeah, we did this whole thing. Oh my goodness. What's this do? Oh. Oh. I don't think that's what the guide was saying I missed, but... That looked suspiciously like the thing that was going to get picked up by the forklift automaton. Didn't I just redo my nails? God dang it. I don't want to put more on my nails because I gotta take it off Sunday night, but there we go. Okay. So this ought to do something. long cutscene, eh? What are you gonna do with that? I'm gonna follow it afterwards, I assume. Okay, so we got gas going in. I assume that's propane or something. Do I have to go turn it on? I'm gonna go check it just in case. Whoa, it fused into the background. You saw that it worked because the color changed. Okay, good. It's an odd little thing I missed. So hang on. We got gas in it, right? Does that mean we can run the... I can't interact with it here, so I'm assuming that it's, you know, actually using the propane. Can't believe Oscar didn't tell us there was no propane. How could you do this to me, Oscar? Run, Kate. Thank you. Up we go. I'd like to actually interact with the machine, thanks. Still no?
Doesn't look like that works.
What's the problem here? Oh. No, that just looks like it's shining, but it ain't.
Doesn't look like that works.
Okay, well, clearly we missed something. Still. Either that or we're missing the puzzle, but I don't think so. I'm gonna go back outside, see if we missed anything outside that we might need. Next to the entry, you'll see an umbrella standing in a telescopic key. Pick it up. We will not head to the cemetery. Take some stops on the go. First, head to the right. You will get a call on the next screen. You can skip. It's just chit-chat with the boyfriend. On to the back and then right, you will see an old man on the bench. Back from the background. Call us to the office. Here, move to the front and inspect the cross in the back. I feel like they're talking jargon. Talking about directions as if I can remember them. Ah! I know we can't open this with the key, right? Yeah, maybe that'll do it, yeah. Seems like most of the solutions are kept more or less to the same, general area. That's not even true, because okay, well, I guess we can climb. I wouldn't if I was her. That's like, sure, the machine's probably solid, but you'd have to jump at the top. Okay, we might have missed something in here. She said she needed to go in, right, so... bottle, okay. Anna. 1930. Yesterday something terrible happened. I do not know who to turn to, who to talk to, so I've decided to write it down. You, dear diary, are now my confidant and sole guardian of my secret thoughts. Hans lies in the next room, teetering between life and death, and I am terrified. Oh, the injustice of life. First Mama, then Hans. Please, dear Lord, don't take my little brother away as well. The next day, Hans made me promise to keep this a secret, but its burden is too heavy. I know I can tell you, though, dear diary. We discovered a cave in the mountains, a marvelous cavern with ancient paintings on the walls. Only prehistoric man could have painted them, because there were depictions of mammoths, which are prehistoric creatures as well. That much I know. I hate mammoths now. It's all because of them and because of that stupid prehistoric children's toy. Why, Hans? Oh, why did you try and take it? And why did I let you climb up there? It's my fault you are in a coma now. Hans, if you die, I do not know how I could ever forgive myself. Evil prehistoric dolls? Oh no. The day after, Hans still has not regained consciousness. Father cannot sleep and Gertrude cries all day long. Outside the heat is suffocating, but inside the house is icy cold and dismal. I still have hope though. I know my brother. I know his strength. He will pull through. He never gives in. May 17th. Cannot think of anything else but Hans. In all my waking and sleeping dreams, I see his fall over and over. I see his head hitting the rock and his oh-so-pale face soft. Blech. I've taken refuge in the attic. It is the only place where I find any peace, wrapped up in all my memories. May 18th. 5 days have passed since the accident and Hans has still not opened his eyes. To see him like this is unbearable. Please, protect him. Take my life, not his. May 19th. I feel so desperate, so alone. I want to snuggle up in Father's arms, but I dare not. He's just so impassive. Oh, Hans, don't leave me here. It has happened. Hans has come back to life. He opened his eyes and uttered my name. My name. Do you realize it's the happiest day of my life? I want to take to the streets and sing, to proclaim my joy to the world. Thank you, oh thank you, God. 2 days after that. Wonderful how beautiful life is. Gertrude and I cannot stop breaking into uncontrollable fits of giggles. Hans even wolfed down his meal today. I knew he was tough, my little brother. Even Father smiled at me today when he said good morning. 3 days after that, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm totally absorbed in Hans' recovery. I have scarcely 5 minutes to myself to return to my refuge and scribble down these words. 4 days later, it is very curious whether Hans is hungry, thirsty, or if he wants something. He cannot stop saying my name. He can't bear it when I leave him even for an instant. Gertrude thinks that I should move my bed into his room to help him sleep better. Hope Father will agree. And then eventually 4 days after that, May has 31 days. Today was the first day that Hans has left the house. We went for a short walk in the garden, but Hans is still very weak. Doctor said we should be patient and shouldn't rush him. Yes, my love. I didn't give you Pop-Tarts. Not today. I guess those are from yesterday. I don't think you ate them yesterday, so it's probably from yesterday. That's okay. Mommy told me you don't like Pop-Tarts, so no Pop-Tarts anymore. Which one? It's Snom. It's a Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Whoa, whole 18 days later. Hans has been out of his coma for a month. He still doesn't say much and has difficulty moving. Sits motionless for long periods of time, his eyes wide open as though lost in thought. Often had to call his name several times before he reacts, and he will smile and he does. The moment is magic for me and I couldn't possibly be happier. 22nd, I had to talk to him. The burden was too great. I asked Hans about the accident in the cave to find out what he could remember. He could only utter one word, mammoth, and his eyes glowed so strangely when he said it that he frightened me. September 15th, several months later. I go back to school, and for the first time in my life, I am dreading it. I'm just afraid of leaving Hans alone. Despite Gertrude's kindness and attention, I have the impression that Hans is much less nervous when I'm there. Almost more than a month later. While I was doing my homework yesterday evening, Hans crept up on me so quietly he made me jump. He took a pencil and a blank sheet of paper and curiously started drawing. It's the first time since his accident he has done anything but daydream. October 28th. Hans scribbles almost obsessively. It is all he will do. All day long, I feel it annoys Father. Nobody else understands, but I can see that Hans is trying to draw mammoths. Okay. November 16th. Today is my birthday and Gertrude has made me an apple pie. My favorite, but Father has not returned home for lunch and Hans doesn't want to leave his room. Best present I could ever have is to see Hans back on the way to recovery. Christmas that year. Snow is falling. It's so beautiful. Okay. January 10th.
I'm stealing one of your shirts.
How could you?
Well, it's a dirty one, but I need something better for baking.
Okay.
If you can bake in these.
Yeah. The doctor visited to examine Hans. He seems happy that my little brother's fully recovered his faculties. It truly is a miracle. I don't understand why he doesn't talk more, though. Why isn't he livelier than he was before, like he was before? February 9th. It is Hans' birthday. Today he's 11 years old. I have the strangest of impressions that actually he has lost 5 years rather than gained one more. Okay. Doctors just left. I saw him whispering with father. Their serious expressions worried me awfully. What could they be hiding from me? I am grown up now. At the age of 15, you can understand everything. I am too scared to ask father what is happening. I've been thinking, and it seems to me that Hans' attitude isn't normal. The shock of the fall and his coma must have had much more serious effects than we first imagined. Hans, my dear brother, what is happening to you? April 4th, okay. 31, To discover the truth, Hans is stunted physically and mentally. I eavesdropped a conversation between the doctor, father, and Gertrude. Gertrude buried her tear-filled eyes in her apron, and father muttered the word, I'm not saying that out loud. Wow, okay. It is Easter and we're on school holidays. This means I can spend all day with Hans and protect him from father's permanent dark moods. He cannot accept the fact that Hans, his only son, will stay in the state forever. April 14th. It is truly difficult to accept it is not Hans' fault. Mine maybe, but not Hans. I don't know how to make father understand. He seems full of hatred for him. It's dreadful. I feel so powerless. 1 year has gone by and it feels like an eternity. The situation shows no signs of improvement, neither in terms of Hans' mental state or father's attitude towards him. Extraordinary. Father's decided to take Hans to Paris for new tests. He says that only in the French capital will he find truly competent doctors. We must make Hans ready for the great expedition. No news from father and Hans, but I remain hopeful. I am sure they will take good care of my little brother. They returned. Hans rushed into my arms and started crying. It took me a long time to calm him down and get him to sleep. Father is still as taciturn as he was before he left. The French doctors have confirmed the diagnosis. Hans will remain physically and mentally impaired. I am stunned. The summer is coming to a close. It has been less stifling than the last. The sun has put color in Hans' cheeks. When I look at him, I have difficulty imagining that he will not change. Father still says nothing and increasingly shuts himself away in his office in the factory. They take several months before, okay. Gertrude tells me that love and faith triumph over any science. I lack neither. Father took Hans to the factory this morning. Hans was so afraid that I accompanied them. Fortunately, father said nothing. I failed to understand why he insisted on bringing him there. Father left for the factory with Hans once again. I think he wants to persuade Hans that he could be useful for something. For a month now, every morning, Hans is going to work with father at the factory. I'm not exactly sure what he does there, but he seems to enjoy it. I feel my brother's behavior has changed considerably. He's much less capricious. I could cry. Hans has made me a present, a small robot mammoth with a trunk that rises and falls. When father saw it, he nodded in his satisfaction. Both Gertrude and father now have their own robot mammoth. They are even more... Robot again! Finally, two little brothers, not such a... I'm not saying that word. Stop saying that word, Syberia. We're going to have to put a CW next time. Hans mammoths now walks, raise their trunks, and wag their tails. Met the head of the factory workshop, Mr. Grips, this morning. He says that for a young lad of 12, Hans is very gifted. It's a shame he only makes elephants. Father and Hans were locked in a long discussion yesterday, or should I say Hans was locked in one of Father's long monologues. That is inconceivable that Hans should go to school like other children. Father wants to take him on as a worker of the factory. However, Hans will have to stop making his own little devices. Hans' silence, his gaping mouth, and staring eyes finally sent Father off in a rage. Tried to broach the subject with Hans. I suggest he should obey father, learning a craft at the factory is one of his one chance to do something constructive with his life. So gifted and takes so much pleasure in making automatons. He did look like he wasn't listening to me, but I know he'll think about what I said. It's not that Hans doesn't speak, it's rather he doesn't want to speak. He uses the least possible words for communication, except with me, but he's still very economical with words. 3 years after the event, Hans was not just satisfied with learning how the assembly line works, instead he has completely redesigned it. If Father and Monsieur Grips are taking a serious look at his plans. Father's wanted to talk to me about my future since I passed my exams. He wants to send me to university because he says my intelligence is astounding. My heart was beating so loud. It's true I do love studying, but I couldn't bear to be away from Hans. I'm starting to have a little bit of a complex, no? What a ghastly summer. I've been permanently torn between my desire to go to university and my refusal to leave my brother. I talked about it with Hans, but he said nothing. Same evening, I found my own little mammoth broken. Oof. Hans had a fit of hysterics at dinner again. Father announced that Hans' new assembly line would soon be finished. However, they have removed the automaton parrots that shout orders. As they were deemed superfluous, Hans was livid. He hurled his soup dish to the ground and stormed off to his bedroom. What will happen between the both of them when I'm not here? Despite my scruples, I am finally leaving. Hans has not talked to me for a week. Father would not understand if I told him why I wanted to stay. My heart is heavy. Again, Christmas. It's so strange to be home. I had never left home for such a long time before. Once we were alone, Hans did not stop talking. Words just leaped from his mouth. How we laughed at his excitement. He presented me with a delightful little ballerina to replace the mammoth, he told me. So touched I started crying. Distance has done nothing to harm the strong bond between us. We are now... This is 4 years later. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. At first, my impulse was to tear it up, but I resisted and instead succumbed to my second desire, which was to write. I'm alone in my attic once more. I have been home for 2 months now, and after a summer spent living with the intense joy of being reunited with my brother, Hans has returned to the factory. Father has aged so, and Gertrude's arthritis caused her terrible pain. All in all, these last 4 years have been kind to Father and Hans. Their relationship is less tense. They still do not exchange much conversation, but they now have a thing in common in the factory. I'm even beginning to feel a bit jealous. Silly, really. Hans hasn't changed. To help Gertrude, he has designed a totally automated kitchen, and Gertrude can't stop moaning at the wooden... I went to go and see Father and Hans at work. I hadn't been to the factory for ages. It is strange how much it has changed. It was very curious to see them set about their tasks. Like Father's new office very much. Hans' small workshop on the first floor, crammed with odds and ends, unfinished robots and designs exactly as I imagined, in fact. Factory's working very well. Orders from toys keep coming in, spurred on by the run-up for Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Vorarlberg, people would ask me if I had any relation to the Vadelen factory. Now I know the effect that Hans' genius has had on the factory's renown. To make myself useful, I started helping Father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that for the first time ever, I have the impression that the three of us form a real family. Oof. Oof. December 8th, 1937. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I want the name, please. Arcade Outbreak Gal. Now having done that, I did turn off Syberia by accident. Here we go. Hans never ceases to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behavior is so very different. In his workshop, he's serious, concentrated, proper young man who keeps his eye on everything going on. Constantly on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is his very own infant. Home he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or a happy-go-lucky buffoon. Once again, Christmas, the most wonderful Christmas of her life. Hans and I could not stop giggling like children beneath Father's disapproving glare. I know that he is only pretending, really. Our hearts are so full of hope. January 5th, 1938. Hans came to see me in my bedroom. This is near the beginning of the Second World War. Yesterday evening, I felt terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed Hans wants to leave Valladolid, the house and the factory. He wants to go traveling. He doesn't know where or how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him my plans were foolish. Left my room without a word. His head bowed. You hurt him. How many more pages is there? Holy cow. January 7:38. I thought that he wanted to leave because of Father. Not at all. It's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. Thought he'd gotten over his obsession. I know my brother only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him if his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. I will not listen to him. He will not listen to the reason. So selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and asked him gently if he was sure of his decision. I already know what the reply is going to be. Nothing will make him change his mind. January 19th. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to Father. I fear the worst. 24th. The worst was worse than my fears. Father's anger was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except from Gertrude, who feeds him. Father decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes him to abandon his infantile decision. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent yet highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. As soon as Gertrude returns from the factory, I hasten to get news of my little brother. He doesn't say anything. He just fiddles with bits and pieces. She replies every day with sighs. I have tried desperately to reason with Father, but I know I'm just wasting my breath. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday, February 1938. Secret, Gertrude delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It's a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. Quiver with emotion as I turned the key. The message he gave was simple. He was telling me he loved me very, very much. She said robot again. Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. Hans is truly incredible, and he has found a means of communicating between us and us alone in total secret. My days are spent eagerly waiting Hans... Oh, the voice cylinder she was talking about. Gertrude has returned and she's beside herself. Hans disappeared. Father has not even deigned to return to the workshop where he locked up his son, nor found out how he managed to escape. Gave me a black look as if he knew I was up to something behind his back. March 7th. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans is gone. I miss him so much. Please protect my little brother. March 11th. With Hans gone, Father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. March 12th. Was she done in university already? 4 years, I guess, eh? Morning, I call Father in drawing room installing a coffin on a trestle. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth is he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence, a permanent black countenance. Faking the death. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with the coffin surrounded by huge candles has become a veritable funeral chamber. This is ghastly. I've just understood what Father's up to. This morning, the priest came to pray before the coffin finally caught on. Father's in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? March 16th. In the madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows ever more cold and calculating. Contacted his old friend, Dr. Schmoll, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he spun. March 17th. Hans' funeral will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbade me to attend. The sordid masquerade makes me feel ill. But I cannot denounce the subterfuge, or else I will display my father's mental stability to the world. Shame would kill him, that much is certain. I have to get away. A month later? No, I will not leave. I've thought long and hard. My life is here next to my father. He needs me too much. The factory needs me because Father isn't capable of running it now. I can only find peace of mind among Hans robots, and Ken robots. I know. Yikes. in the box? This is not a box. Why make me go here? I want this. There's chests that I can't even examine. There's like nothing to pick up here. Why did I go up here then? Is it not an attic door or something? Guess not. This looks like I should be able to examine it. No? Can't examine that either. Boots. Oh. Momo.
Mammoth. You draw mammoths for Momo?
Ah, Momo, it's you. You scared me.
Mammoth. He
What are you
wants
doing in
mammoths too.
here?
Momo might be
want
Hans,
mammoth
actually.
Sorry, I haven't got a picture of a man.
Take paper and pen.
Okay. I need to draw a mammoth somehow.
You're a sweet kid, Momo.
Draw mammoth easy.
I mean, maybe I could do a quick squig.
No.
My good. There's something
mammoth.
I'm looking for, but I don't quite.
First you.
And if I help.
Mammoth no
Momo,
matter what.
No.
You've got to.
First.
Okay, we gotta try.
Do you know if
Momo want mammoth?
He's not gonna answer
Momo?
anything.
Momo?
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 I need a drawing table or something. What did he give me? Pencil and paper. So turning the light on is all I could do here? That's goofy. But there is a desk down this way, maybe. No? We did get an ink bottle, that's right. Can I skip the walking? It'll be interminable.
the door?
Yeah, I think we just gotta, like, really explore properly.
Good morning.
It's the same conversation, isn't it?
Oh,
I don't... This was locked, wasn't it? No. Okay. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, all the same. Cool. Well then. Father? I'm streaming, sorry. I don't think I can do that. Okay. Hit him with one of these. We'll take another path, make sure we didn't miss anything. Because it looks like we missed a lot of stuff. Okay, train station. I hate this place. I love you too. What's up?
I love you.
Okay.
Oh, that's where the sweater went.
What, this?
Yeah, I was looking for it the other day.
I used it this morning.
Yeah, where have faces.
Sick dog.
He was so good.
Did you feed him this morning? Because I don't think I did.
I didn't.
Yeah, he's hungry then.
No need to go.
What do you mean, no need to go down there, madam? Oh, there's a person. Holy crap. We missed this entire half of the map. Excuse me, sir. Would you mind having a conversation with me? No, he doesn't want to, actually. Legitimately doesn't want to talk. Okay. Can't talk to him because he's beneath you, Kate? Is that it? He's a janitor? You're a lawyer? How dare you? Ah, yeah. This entire half of the map is kind of useless anyway. I guess not, eh? I'm gonna go turn this. Huh? What's with the robo penises? I can't cross. Hmm? How far do we have to go to stop hearing a whistle? There we go. I'm hungry, dude. They just said they were gonna bake. I don't want to get in their way! Okay. Can't go that way. The one downside of these point and click games is it takes forever to get from one area to the next. Like, relatively. And I know there ain't no friggin' fast travel. Run, Kate! We already did that, hang on. Can we go to the church now, though? The funeral procession might be over. Ah, yeah, the gate's open. Let's go. So that's the
Hello.
area they were talking about.
Kate, so what's new?
We've
Boss
got a
man.
problem, Mr. Marson.
What problem? Come on, Kate, don't beat around the bush.
There's maybe an heir.
What?
There's maybe.
Anna Vorarlberg's brother. Looks like he's still alive. We can't buy the factory without his consent.
What? What is this? Where's this mystery brother come from?
Nothing. I mean, nothing else. You know, sir, it's an odd town here.
Listen to me, Kate.
It's not that
Universal
odd.
Toys is one of our biggest clients, and I don't care how
Hold on,
weird
I'm
that
sorry,
town
you
is.
back
Yes,
to New
Mr.
York.
Martin.
You can't get back to New York. Fix the problem. Get me this buy. Yeah, darn it. I bet, girl. Her boss kind of sucks. But you work for a megacorp. I'm not surprised.
Doesn't look like that.
Okay, what's this do? Ah, gotcha. They tell me where to put them. Solving the puzzles that you can solve first is always a good idea in my experience. You're not carrying an item all around. There's no... What the hell? This is a church. It doesn't seem to have, like, an inventory limit in this game, unlike other games such as Signalis, which we struggled a lot with for the inventory. Mainly because I had to defend myself at some point. There is a bird's nest here.
If that's going to work.
Need a punch card. That's the organ. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we got an inventory limit. Ah, she stopped walking when you open your bag? Boo! Okay, this is in fact open. Good. Something over there. Jesus! Who's hiding stuff behind Jesus? Also, Jesus as an automaton feels a bit... I don't know.
I can't open it.
Yeah, you can. Guess not. Oh, wait, yeah. That's a punch card? Another punch card. 4 punch cards. Holy cow.
This thing's jammed.
Yeah, I bet because the door's open.
This thing's jammed.
Nani?
This thing's jammed. This thing...
Am I missing something that'll ungem it then? Ah. Another Volberg key. Gotcha. My success of the Valladolid Parish Priest. The sanctity of confession is a sacred vow, so these revelations are the result of how much soul-searching and reflection. One day, March 1938, Rudolf Vorarlberg knocked at my door. I was a young priest then. I was overawed by the dominant personality of the town's most important figure. I remember it was raining that day, and beneath his dripping hair, Monsieur Vorarlberg's face was the very expression of eternal pain itself. Through gritted teeth, his eyes swimming grief, he announced his son Hans had just died, wanted me to come immediately to bless the body. I entered the dark drawing room at the family home. Hans' coffin was set in the middle, sealed shut. Monsieur Vorarlberg explained to me that he wanted no one to see the body of his son. Hans' badly mangled corpse had been discovered at the bottom of a precipice. It was presumed that he had slipped and fallen badly. Couldn't even go for a suicide excuse. Man. Despite his 18 years of age, the young Vorarlberg did not, like, I don't think you should have lied about his death at all, or a suicide would probably have been even worse, but, like, just random death and no one looked into it. Young Vorarlberg did not have all his faculties, of course. I believed him. I led the funeral and officiated the mass and burial. We buried Hans Vorarlberg with all the dignity and solemnity befitting such a tragedy. Life indeed hangs by a thread, and I would have surely forgotten this episode. Only several years later, after her father's death, Anna Vorarlberg had had an accident at the factory and nearly died. Such a close call with death seemed to awaken her and need to confess what I heard that they would haunt my dreams thereafter. She told me that the body of her younger brother Hans was not at the rest in the family tomb for the simple reason that he was still alive. I had blessed and sanctified an empty coffin. I had assisted and sanctioned a masquerade staged by Rudolf Vorarlberg himself to exercise the blind hatred he felt for his son. His son had left and he felt betrayed. Man who preferred to believe and make others believe his son was dead rather than accept this truth had shamefully deceived me. What kind of priest was I, and what kind of priest would I become? Our merciful Father alone would be my judge. It is my duty to inform you that one of your flock is still unaccounted for. I leave this terrible secret in your hands to do with what you will. Leon Bonnard. Well then. Buddy may have committed a crime. Actually, I guess if you didn't know,
no point.
Locked. But I have a key.
Nope.
I also have another Vorarlberg key, which means I can run an automaton that I have not run yet. So, I don't think we need to circle full. No. That way then. Run, Kate! Run! I think we can call it into the stream soon. I feel the need to stretch and eat. I forgot to eat today. Which is not good. I understand. What's that gonna do for me? Christmas. Silent night. Okay. I'm assuming he plays a different song. Oh. The wedding march. Hello? Ominous? Stone something. I think that might have been the one we had to play.
I no longer need these punch cards.
You just ditched him. Alright, get out of here. I don't want him anymore. Fair enough. Yeah. It was just about figuring out which one. I guess we could just trial and error, so what did it matter? Whatever, game. However you want it to happen that way, I suppose. Maybe you could have read the notes on the thing and figure out that it was playing a dirge. Doesn't seem to be anything to examine here. Someone's got a graveyard in these, man. I'm telling you, the vibes. Resident Evil adjacent. Ah!
I need.
Is this their mausoleum? Ah, yes, there's no body. No one's gonna wonder what we're doing here? I guess whatever, half the frickin' town is robots anyway, but... Okay. Mountain fall kills local figure. Why would they leave that on his body? Vorarlberg family was struck by tragedy yesterday. Rudolf Vorarlberg discovered the lifeless body of his son Hans at the bottom of a precipice. Loose rocks and poor visibility occasioned by the morning mist were probably the cause of the young man's fall. This is the theory put forward by the family. As there were no witnesses, Hans had just turned 18 years of age. 8 years ago, he suffered a similar serious accident from which he never fully recovered the full use of his mental faculties. Despite living almost as a recluse, he was still a well-known figure, and the future of Vorarlberg manufacturing lay in his hands. We at the Valladolid Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy to and express our sincere condolences to Rudolf Vorarlberg and his daughter Anna, who today becomes the sole inheritor of the automaton factory. It was... Oh, they put it inside the... What a cheeky... Wow. Valladolid voice cylinder. Which I can put... We can use inside the factory. In the office, you can give it to one of the double things, because that's what happens when you... It's a rather long walk. Well, yeah, taking a trip to the cemetery was a good idea then. Ow. There's like 3 areas you can transition. It's so useless. I have to assume things are gonna happen later on in these sections, or you're gonna get phone calls or something. But like this, the fact that they make you transition 3 times these empty spaces means that, like, yes, you're making a like a realistic-ish designed town, but you're also like filling up this walk for no good reason. Oh, we just turned it on, so yeah. There we go. Let's get that voice cylinder going. Trying to find a good stopping point, but there's nothing that's like really action-packed, you know what I mean? I think we'll do the cylinder and we'll put an end to it. I don't know what the voice cylinder is going to do for us, though. I don't know if it's even relevant to the factory mission we have. We have to fix Oscar! Assuming it's going to be in her office. I guess it'd be his workshop, actually. Oh, dude, I'm not even logged into Twitch on this computer. Never mind, that's gonna be a bit of a hassle. Is this not?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, where was the... No. Was it even in this building? It could have been in the other factory. So it was in the that other big building that's on these grounds. Okay. Okay. Wait, no, I never even got there. Hang on. Run! Would have had to been in here. But I never got in here. Maybe. I don't think so. I feel like we saw the two little things, but we never... Yeah, this doesn't look like it. Alright, I'm gonna call it a day then. Hope you folks enjoyed. We will be back next week with Lufia 2. Hopefully getting the rest of the Dragon Eggs. And then when we're done with that, we can start Banjo Tooie. I don't know how long Lufia 2's finale is going to take. I've got no way of telling you, unfortunately. Peep the merch. We're releasing some more in February. And I think I've got nothing else. So we'll see you next time, folks.
Stones unturned, every letter burned. I read and reread every word, and I was misheard. So I'll get out of this shallow grave, wash my claim from your name. Oh, disguise me.